Testing 1, 2, 3. It's actually like go to it. All right, that seems to be working. Sweet. We're gonna be on the computer tonight, mostly. All right, that seems to be working. Oops, sweet. Turn that down. We're gonna be on the computer tonight, mostly. Oh my. Turn that down. Okay. And where can I put this? Like that. I think I can drop this down a little bit. Get a better view of the screen for doing computer work. Should work, maybe. Maybe. We'll see. All right. I have to run this in 2 screens. This over here, and then this over there. Okay, I think I can do this. Yeah. Should be able to do that. ChatGPT, you should be done. Okay, you are. Let's run that one. Oh, is that right? No. Oh, I did the wrong one. God dang it. Stop that. That wasn't Natalie White. That was Molly. Let's see, 35. Kind of like that one better. Yeah, with the wind. Okay, we're doing that one. We're doing that one. All right, there we go. That's just that one open. All right, let's go back to here. Hey, what is up, Keith? Oh, Amy, nice to see you here. I think this is your first time. 6 for you. Yeah, I'll see what I can do about that. How's your wife doing, Keith? Hey, June, how's it going? Welcome. I'm gonna do something. Ray and Sandy, hello. I'm gonna do something a little different tonight. I will get to the giveaway in a little bit, but I'm gonna play with the laser tonight. Oh, I need to turn the light on. Hold on. I'll be playing with the laser tonight. I've got a project I got to get done for the band, And this is, if you have a laser, this is an easy way to make some easy money, honestly. It's just a little time consuming depending on the type of laser you have. Hey, if you guys haven't, check out, well, everybody's channels. But Keith, Two Dudes, he's pretty close to the 50 subs he needs so he can do a live. So if you could give him a help out specifically, that'd be awesome. She's home. Okay, well, that's good. That's good to hear, Keith. Almost there. Almost there. We're getting there, Keith. Man, I hate this right here. It's like the infinite loop. Hey, Soldier, how's it going? You showed up tonight. That's what you had to do. So everybody that shows up, plus anybody that is subscribed, that either I know about or YouTube tells me about, because it doesn't tell me everybody. I think there's an option somewhere you have to select on your account to let people know you subscribe to them. Anyway, that's how I'm doing. That's how I did it on Sunday, and the winner never got back to me. So I'm doing it again. Buy you a CNC. You know what? When you are in the market to get a CNC, the Shapeoko, I've seen them go for pretty decent prices in the used marketplace. Most people that have one, though, that know what they have, the resale value is actually fairly high compared to some other machines. But if they don't know what they have, they just couldn't figure it out or whatever, I've seen the prices go down pretty low. But they're excellent machines. Oh, a 3018. That's a good starter machine, actually, doing some small projects. All right, so what we're making tonight, I'm going to show you guys how to do. If you have a laser, or even you could do it on a CNC too, if you have a engraving bit. What is it called? It's like a spring-loaded diamond tip bit, so it doesn't spin. You don't put the router on; it just scratches. But what I'm going to make is some custom dog tags. Hopefully that shows up on camera. Let's see here. Yeah, so some custom dog tags. This is for the band. The band director, every year, he was like through Amazon buying engraved dog tags. They were really expensive, though, honestly. But he gives one to each student every year to kind of mark their like a memento for that year. And these kids, I mean, they cherish their dog tags. And we had a few that were for supporters of the band. They could purchase, swag at the games and stuff like that. So anyway, I'm doing ones to match the kids' ones this year with the color for this year's show. Every year has a different color associated with the show. So I'm going to do some of the supporter ones. I'll show you guys how easy it is to do something like this. You can make custom engraved dog tags. I took a look on Etsy, and they go roughly about $5 a piece for just a simple thing like this. That honestly, each one of these takes just a couple minutes to make. and I'll show you guys how to set the file, how to set up a workspace so you can batch these out. Now, last night I did, just to do the one side, 75 of these, because of the settings I used, just this side of it was 3 hours last night, I think. I think I started at 7. I finished just after 10 o'clock. So it did take a long time. I could have shortened that time. Lightburn told me it was only going to take like an hour and a half. But it took much, much longer. Tonight, I will not be doing the same method. I'm going to try a different. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about there. But yeah, so laser engraving dog tags. You can even photo engrave if you have that. I mean, Lightburn will do that. We'll do a photo engraving. I might try that with a picture of my dog's face. And those go for even more. Like, if you can do a photo engraving, shoot, you can charge $15, $20 a piece for something. Let's look on Amazon right now. Let me pull up Amazon. Now, I do recommend if you, let's look at the dog tags. So unless you have a fiber laser, you want the aluminum anodized dog tags. So right here, 300 pieces, right? So it's really 150 dog tags with 150 ball chains. I recommend replacing the ball chains though, because they break easy. It doesn't matter which brand, they're all kind of the same. But talking 150, right, even here, 100, right? This is easier math to do. 100 black, okay? If I click on here, I bet I can choose different colors. Yep, so they got blue, they've got multicolored sets. Purple, that's basically what I bought there. The silver one's green, red. You can get just about any color. So at 100, you're looking at 39 cents a piece. Yeah, 39 cents a piece. And you can sell them for $5. That's a buttload of profit right there. Especially if you get a batch order. You make something like that and you can let people know, that's something that you can do. And for especially something like that for any kind of group, right? It's a good token for an event, a group, something like that. And super, super easy to do. So I've already engraved the one side. I'm going to show you guys how I set the file, and then we'll engrave the back side of some of the parent ones. I've got 58 student ones I have to do. So I'll make sure not to mark the backs of those tonight. How much? So the tags were, I think I bought 100 at roughly $40, so 40 cents a piece, which damn good profit. Now I'm not charging the band for this. I'm volunteering my time. The band actually paid for the dog tags, so I'm not charging them for it. But there is a project I'm gonna do in the winter. Every year we do I don't have my wallet on me. We do discount cards. Pumpkin Vid was, oh yeah. So we do these discount cards. They fit in a wallet. I found on Amazon. Let me actually look up that. Let's see here. Metal laser business cards. So these business card blanks right here, a 300 pack, right? And this 0.21 millimeter is perfect. It's flexible, but it still holds up. So $29 for 300 of them. Just as easy to engrave. So you get some, and I think that's actually the ones I got was Patakil. So let's do the math there. You're looking at 28 cents divided by 3, 29 cents. So you're looking at 9 cents a piece, roughly. 9 cents a piece for business cards. I had a guy, he wanted two-sided business cards. I think I charged him $2 a piece for them, $1 a side. So 20 cents or 9 cents to $2. That is, like the Bearded Viking likes to say, a big ass profit. I forget how many I made for him. I made quite a few. So anyway, post the link to what, June? Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, you know what? That's awesome, Keith. I didn't even. I've been trying to figure out what I could send with my Etsy orders. The business cards or the keychains. That's a perfect idea. I'm glad I thought of it. Shoot. Just want to give you guys a little primer of what's being given. I didn't go and get the actual candles. I've run out of not votive candles, but tea light candles. But I've got these all cleaned up, sanded down. Let's take a look at these. So that's what's being given away tonight. I'll probably throw another coat of finish on there before I send it out. I got to sand it down just a little bit with some 600 grit. But that's what they look like. It came out pretty good. Now, there are some holes in here. I thought about filling them with super glue, but I ran out of activator. If you just fill it with the super glue and wait for it, it takes forever for that to cure. But it's cool. Adds a little character to it. But this was a piece of scrap wood that I had. That was it was a piece of walnut that had a chunk down the side of it. And actually, these stack. Oh, maybe not, because yeah, they won't stack perfectly. I kind of swap sides around a little bit. This would probably, that would go next. Yeah, they all came off the same piece. Yep, there we go. So you can imagine a piece. It was actually a bit longer than this, but I had a big old like chunk just missing from the side. And instead of throwing away that beautiful piece of walnut, I filled it with resin, and I dammed it up with aluminum tape, which is a pain in the ass to get off. I'll tell you, there's better ways to do that. But yeah, filled it, let it sit for 3 or 4 days, let it cure, and then I had this piece of wood sitting around. I said, I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I have no idea. And then the thought of candle holders come up, and so I made candle holders. Awesome. Everybody's helping everybody out. Yeah, that blue is, and I'll tell you how I made that blue too. I don't know if you've ever played with resin before, but shoot, where is it? Well, something else I got off of Amazon. I don't know where my powder is, but there's a powder I bought on Amazon. So what link are we talking about here? Oh, post a link to Soldier's channel. Okay. I can do that. I can go to channel. So there's Soldier. So you guys can't link. One thing I have found with YouTube, it's so stupid. Unless you're a paying member of someone's channel, you can't just click the 3 things and go to channel. Only moderators, I think, and maybe even not moderators. But I know if you're a paying member of someone's channel, you can do it, because I've done it on a couple people's channels that I've been watching. Hey, Shoot, how's it going? Flossie? I'm putting everybody's channels on here real quick. because I think I'm the only one that can do it right now. So this is Shoop. June. We can all help each other out. That's June. Let's see here. Flossie. No, you can if you're, I think you can post a link if you're a paying member, but I'm not, that far yet. That's a long ways away. That's 1,000 subs plus more. That's Flossie. Who am I missing? I know there's other. Let's see here. Resonating Art by Amy. Let's get everybody on here. Boop, 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 boop. Soldier, did I get you? Yep, I did. Okay, let's see who else is on here. June, I got Ray and Sandy. Oh, I'm not. Look at that. I just subscribed to Ray and Sandy. I'll check you guys out a little bit later. I put a lot of y'all's videos on in the background while I'm at work. Try to get everybody's views up. Kind of have it the sound down a little bit. Right now, I've got 2 months where I don't have any students, so I can watch a lot of videos while I'm doing other stuff. I think I got anybody. If I missed anybody, please let me know, and I will throw your link on there as well. Oh, LJ. Okay. What the heck? I could have swore I've seen you before. You've been on here, but all right. So, hey, Mike is making stuff. What is up, Mike? Throw yours on here too. I'm pretty sure everybody on here probably came from Mike's channel, but just in case you've never heard of Mike, this dude makes all kinds of awesome stuff. He has the best live hangs, and these random lives like in the middle of the morning on a Tuesday or whatever. Well, no, today's Wednesday. Yeah, definitely check out Mike's channel. Give him some support. Give him some love. Mike's a cool dude. Okay, so. Hey, VLC. Hey, that's all right. You still get you an entry. You said hi. I appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, I got lots of videos to watch. VLC. And I'm putting the links to everybody's channel, so if anybody wants to subscribe to anybody else, click and subscribe. So, as I was saying, yeah, laser engraving dog tags, laser engraving business cards, super easy to do, super cheap. We're talking pennies, and you can charge dollars. That is awesome right there. So, let's get to it. Actually, before I do, probably shouldn't. God, she is. No, that's not right. That's not right at all. So ChatGPT, I have found, so just a simple prompt, create a silhouette of the subject in this photo. It actually does a really, really good job of removing a background and creating a silhouette in 2 steps. But each time it generates an image, it takes 3, 4, 5 minutes sometimes. It's not the fastest, but I'm already paying for ChatGPT on the lowest tier. So I figured I'd use ChatGPT. Canva, sort of okay, but I don't want to add another subscription. Microsoft's, whatever it's called, Copilot, like, or whatever, Design Studio, I think it's called. It does a good job, but again, you got to buy credits or whatever. So ChatGPT does a really good job at very specific prompts when it comes to images. When I tell it to remove the background, it'll do that pretty much perfectly. The very first one I did, hey, remove the background, did a great job of that. And then created a silhouette of that, which was pretty spot on. It was missing some detail, but really, really good detail there, but it was taking forever. So then I told it to do all in one step, which it did okay. I mean, here looks pretty damn close. It takes some liberties, but I've got 58 of these students to do. And so sometimes it does funky things. It did one here where I asked it to make the glasses opposite, just to have the glasses stand out, but I didn't like the way that looked. And then it did it by itself one time, even though I didn't prompt it to do that. There was another one which I really like. Oh, this one right here. I don't know if you guys can see that. Can I make that bigger? Oops. Shit. So it put the stripes for the uniform in there. It was really cool. If I was doing an image engraving, that would be kind of cool, but I'm not. I'm trying to keep it simple because I got 58 of these freaking things to do. It's going to take forever. But that was kind of a cool thing. It did it unprompted. I told it to make the silhouette, and it decided to do that, and I don't know why. Sometimes it just does random things. So ChatGPT is not perfect, but it is a good tool. That is better. Much better. Okay. Let me, oops, download that image. Cut. One moment, please. Paste that in here. That is Natalie. I'll show you guys what I'm doing with these silhouettes here in a minute. That's Natalie. Molly Jaded is next. Where's Molly? That was 36, I think, is Molly. No, that's Molly. Oh, sorry, I probably shouldn't be showing you other people's kids. Hold on. Okay. So that is 39. 39. Sure, I only have one of him, not two. Got two. Okay, so I'm going to go with number 40. Yeah, the other thing, too, is I think it was Canva. The maximum file size was 10 megabytes, and these were like, I had a lot of detail in these files. All right, I used my wife's semi-professional camera. So I don't know how many. These are like 11, 12 megs each picture. And ChatGPT didn't care. All right, so back to this here. Let me check the chat real quick here. Yeah, don't forget to smash that like button. Thank you very much. Sawdust Mafia. I like that. Yeah. Hey, all right, later, Resonating. If you win, I'll try to get in touch with you. I'll leave a message on your channel. All right, later, Vinny. Bye, Amy. Ooh, a router counter. That's awesome. Oh yeah, I need to give myself a like. Whoop, there we go. Cool, I did it. All right, so here goes my ADHD that the doctor says I don't have. Let's get to the actual work here. All right, so on the back side, let me turn this layer off. Nope, I don't want to see that layer. Okay, don't want to see that layer. Also, don't want it to engrave right at the moment. What layers do I have? Oops. Output. There we go. So this is what I did last night, was 75 of these. Now, first thing I did to set up this file, my machine is 12 inch by 20 inch. It's a small desktop laser engraver. So I took as accurate measurements of this as I could. I don't trust what the manufacturer says the size. It ends up being 50 by 30, I think. Let me check that. 50 by 29. 50 by 30 would work too. And so I made a box, and then I just rounded the box. I didn't do the full arc because I knew that parallel to, I did take a measurement of this here, so I knew it was, I think, a 3 millimeter radius. On let's see this. 6 millimeter radius. I'm sorry, 6 millimeter radius. So I filleted that, and then, excuse me, that's good enough. That's close enough. I know where my working area is. So then it was a matter of creating what I wanted it to look like. And then centering that to one of these. And the way Lightburn works, if you're using Lightburn, when you do an array, so it does it from the bottom left and works left to right, and you can go up from there, which is weird because my 0 is over here. So you'd think it would work right to left and then down, but it doesn't. Kind of a, well, I mean, your normal 0, 0 is down in the bottom left. You know, we're in quadrant 1, I guess. That's just the way it looks at it. Why is that selected? Okay. So anyway, made it look like I wanted to look. I make sure to give a little bit of leeway on all 4 sides, just in case it's off a little bit. So I created that. I didn't array it yet. So that's one layer right there. That's one side. So I can now turn that side off and put on the back side. So this says CCA. So I should make it output. So Cannon County High School Blue Machine Supporter. That's some of the ones that I'm doing. So I threw that on there. Same thing. I centered it, made it look good. I centered it left and right, up and down. I just kind of eyeballed it. This is probably not perfectly centered from here to here, but it's close enough. And then I have got, for the students, I'm putting their silhouette, their personal silhouette, their name, and the position that they are in the band, whether it's an instrument, guard, whatever it happens to be. Last year, I did generic silhouettes. I downloaded a bunch of line drawings of silhouettes of marching band members, and it worked. It was cool. The kids really liked it. But this year, I wanted to get them. And what I wasn't able to get was them with their instruments. The instruments were packed up for a competition the day that I was able to take the photos. Next year, I'll get them with their instruments. But I think they're really, really going to love having these custom-made dog tags to commemorate this season. So anyway, once I got the three sides, one common side and then one side for supporters, one side for students, all loaded into one on different layers, then you can just highlight it and then create an array. And I leave about 5 millimeter spacing in between. You can make it tighter than that, but honestly, even at 5 millimeter spacing, it's a real pain in the ass
to get these things lined up. And I'll show you guys here in a minute how I do that. A couple different ways you can do it. So anyway, you just choose how many columns you want, and it'll start. I don't know if you guys can. Let me move this over. So as you choose the number of columns, you can't see it because it's already there. But it'll just start boom, 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 adding them until you fill up your sheet, and then do the number of rows you want, fill up your sheet, and there you go. Now you can adjust spacing and whatnot. It'll do all that live. So if you want to try to fit more in there, you can. This right here on my little desktop will do 75. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. If you have 15 by 5, that's 75. So 75 of these dog tags at once. As I was saying earlier, to do just the one side last night, it was this side right here, the comment side. Because I did it as a offset fill, I think that's why it took so long. If I would have done it as just a regular fill, it probably would have just taken the 2 hours. Even that is a long time, right? You got to commit to it. You please don't ever leave your laser just sitting there by itself. Like, I'll go into the house for a couple minutes, but I'm pretty much babysitting my laser. I don't know how many people have these horror stories of leaving their laser and then their house burns down because something stupid happens. I mean, you're literally setting shit on fire. So don't do it. But anyway, once I have that set up, what I did was I turned all the layers off with the exception of, I also, the dog tag holes. I believe it's, to the center of this, I think it's 4.5 millimeters down, and then I just centered it left to right. If you guys don't know how to use the centering tool, if I take this and move it over, you can grab an object, which let me turn that layer on too, so we can see it better. So you can grab that object, shift, select the object you want to center it with, and then right up here, align V center. Boop, there we go. It's order of operations. I'm centering this to this. If you do it in reverse, or if I select them this way, then it'll move this, and this will be the stationary object, if that makes sense. Kind of one of those things you just got to mess with Lightburn, like get used to it. I don't remember if that's backwards to AutoCAD. I think it might be, or Inventor or something like that. I use a lot of different programs, and none of them are consistent. There's like no like industry standard. So, you just gotta know what you're working with. Anyway, once I got all that set up, let's turn that off. I don't need. I do need that. Once I got all these set up, then I did a light engraving. So I did a line on my machine, 100 speed and 20 power, and so it just cut an outline, or it didn't cut. It engraved a light outline onto a standard sheet I have that fits on the bed within this workspace right here. And that's what I'm about to show you guys. So now, what I can do, do I have a good place for the camera? I will in a minute. What I can do, and let's see here, I got to take 58 of these out. So hold on just a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Talk amongst yourselves while I'm counting. 40. 1, 2, 3. Okay, here we go. So 18 plus 40 is 58. So that leaves, so I'll turn that on so I have the light. Sweet. So that's what it ends up looking like. A light engraving. And all I have to do from that, oh shit, I got this whole thing. So all I have to do from there is just take these and line them up to just touching those boundaries. And this takes a little bit of time. The other option is what I did last year was my machine came with some cardboard stock. So I actually cut the holes out of cardboard and set these into the cardboard because I was like, ooh, they're going to blow away with the air assist. Well, with these aluminum dog tags, you really don't need the air assist. I don't think anywhere. Wait, we're going to see here. I got to clean my laser real quick. The lens and stuff. But you really don't need air assist for this kind of engraving. So, I turn the air assist off. And this is a way easier way to do it because I don't have to worry about popping these things in and out, the cardboard bending, all that crap. So now I have a template that I can use for, well, anything. The dog tags are standard sizes, so over here. So now I know I have a full row plus 2. Now what I can do is, let me get over here. I'm going to check the chat here real quick. Make sure I'm not missing anything. So, I need to save this file real quick. Full row plus 2. So let's delete all that. Delete all that for the moment. Oh no, undo that. I need to get rid of all the other crap that's with it. The parent engraving is, yep, the supporter. All right, so full row plus 2. Actually, let's do it this way. I'll get rid of the dots too. Even though they won't engrave, they'll just annoy me that they're there. All right, so for those of you unfamiliar with Lightburn, I know there's somebody out there that says they don't use Lightburn. Oh, you know what? It's Mike. Because you're like, I'm not paying for that. It's so worth it because I'll show you why. The one reason I paid the $45 one-time fee for Lightburn is this right here. Let me import one of the student files. So Aiden. All right, so I have this silhouette here, right? So I can go up here to edit. Nope, sorry, tools. Trace image. And it shows me in purple. It's probably hard to see there. It's traced, but I can make adjustments to the threshold and the cutoff. For like an image, that really matters. For something like this, it's super smart about tracing this thing. And then delete after image trace, boom. Oh, that layer's off. What layer did I put that on? Ah, there we go. So there it is right there. It's freaking awesome. Like the software that's, or the the functions that are built into Lightburn are really like, it is a really good tracing software and a pretty good like image creation software. Some of the tools are a little funky, but with every update, they're adding a lot of functionality. It's getting better and better. Do I have him on here? I must have. And I'm making that a height of 30. Aiden, where are you? You are here somewhere. No, that's not Aiden. Who did I grab? No, Aiden Livingston. Oh, right down there. Okay. I will work on centering that and stuff later. So yeah. Oh, there's Nicolas. Let's move him up here. Boop. Just so you can see what I'm doing here is, I gotta make each name its own row. It's a whole thing I ran into. Anyway, but the ability to have it trace that and be exactly like the file that the source file, that's worth it right there for me. And some of the other tools, the Boolean tools are really good. The cut feature, if I needed to trim intersecting lines, that can get a little funky, but it's not too bad. So let's turn off. I do not want to output the black layer because it's already done, and I don't want to put that on there. The only layer that's being output right now, I don't need the blue layer to be output. It's not even being shown right now. So I have just the supporter. And let me just double check. I'm not screwing this up. Actually, you guys can watch the laser for a minute once I get that started. Because laser is fun. I need to check these, make sure I actually, yeah, it's under the caravan. So I don't know if you guys can see, probably not, but there is definitely actually, let me grab the other one. So between just a regular fill and an offset fill, so to the left is the offset fill. That's this one right here. The right is a regular fill. I don't know if you can really see the difference because it's not going to focus, is it? No. But there's visible lines here, right? Where here, I mean, it is a solid engraving. You cannot see any of the layer lines because there are no layer lines because, well, it's an offset fill. The difference between offset fill and a normal fill, the laser, and that's what I'm going to do for this backside because I don't want it to take forever. But it just runs the laser back and forth and fires when it needs to fill in those areas. An offset fill, what it does is it draws it from the inside out, back and forth until it fills in whatever the shape is. Now, part of that setting, I haven't checked the setting for my offset fill to see if it is maybe a tighter, it's more lines per inch. I'm not sure. That might have been why it took so long. Actually, let me check that right now. Offset fill. Yeah, I have it at 300 lines per inch. Whereas this normal fill is going to be, well, that's 300 lines per inch. But we'll give it a shot and see what happens here. So I need to lower my laser head down to, yep, my save setting here. Oh, by the way, these are about 2 millimeters thick, 1.9 millimeters. Well, it's really about 1.5 millimeters, 1.4 millimeters, but I have it defocused a bit more, partially to give me room to make sure, because there's a bit of a bow to the board I have there. but to make sure the laser head won't hit it, and you want to defocus when you do an engraving for several different reasons. One of them is it widens the laser beam, so you can go with a lower lines per inch and have still have the fill work out really well. So let me change that fill setting because I don't want 300 lines per inch for this. I'm going to go with 254, which is kind of the default. I could change the scan angle, but I'm not going to do that. Oh, I also want to make sure it fills these individually. Messing around with some of the settings can change your project speed a lot. So I'm going to go ahead and my laser head is lowered. Turn my fan on, my exhaust fan, and I'm ready to rock and roll. Let's watch the laser do things. And while that's going, I'm going to check the chat. Your laser has no... Well, yeah, you're going to get that with a diode laser. But you can make an air assist for really cheap. A fish tank pump is a really good way to do that. Hey, what's up, Dan from Elegant Woodcraft? Sorry, I had my my laser screen up and I didn't see who. I'm checking. I'm backing through, looking at the chat right now. So, Soldier, I don't use a jig for these. I did last year. Like I said, I used cardboard last year, and I actually cut out the shapes, and then I would pop them in there. But I didn't like it because it just added more time. If for something like this, you don't need air assist, so why have the jig? I can just sit it up there. I can eyeball it, and it'll be pretty square and lined up. Now, I probably should have made the size just a hair bigger so it fits inside those lines because of the kerf, but it worked for me. Holy crap, Soldier, you weren't subbed to Elegant? It's funny because I'll jump from live to live or whatever, and you know the same group of people is in just about every live stream and every chat. Every now and then I find new people or trying to 3D print some magnetic connectors for your dust control. So I'm just reading here. Well, I don't fully understand it, Dan. When it comes to Lightburn, like I'm learning as I go. I'm finding more and more functionality with it, and more I like about it. But you're right. Most people just kind of go, "Oh, it turns my laser on and makes it go," but they don't really delve into the other parts of it. It's some pretty powerful software, especially for as cheap as it is. Like it's some pretty awesome stuff. 1/4-inch magnets. What size metric do I want? So 1/4-inch would be 6mm or 7mm, right around there. Hey, what's up, Kevin? Gotcha, Soldier. Yeah, sometimes I forget to subscribe too. That's why I think everybody says, "Hey, like and subscribe if you haven't already." And you know what? Tonight I actually hit 100 subscribers right before I went live, so I could do my 100 subscriber giveaway and not feel fake about it. Even though I kind of did it on Sunday at 94, I think it was, or whatever it was. Um, apparently, who was it? I was watching, Jasco Goods. He's like, oh, now I have to add another thing because YouTube wants to say, make sure you like and subscribe and share and hype. Hype is the new thing. Yeah, hype people, hype channels up. Do all the things, or don't do all the things. Whatever. It's all organically going to happen eventually anyway. All right, so now that the laser's going, and actually that's not a bad shot of the laser right there. I didn't even check to see how long this was going to take. So I've got. Now that's one thing with Lightburn. You do not want to rely on the time it says. This says 14 and a half minutes. It's probably pretty close. If I multiply, let's see, that's 1 to 50. So multiply that by 5. That's 75 minutes, hour and a half. Yeah, I think this is probably the better way to go about it, not the offset fill going forward. When I did it as an offset fill, let me change that to an offset and see what it says. So as an offset fill, it tells me 14 minutes. It says it'd take less time. I think that's a lie. Sometimes I don't know how it calculates all that. Maybe there's a setting I need to change somewhere to make that more accurate. Most of the time, it's pretty spot on. Like say plus or minus a minute or two for most projects, but for a very long project, it can be off by a considerable amount. So, don't go, oh, it's only going to be an hour and a half, and that's all you budget your time for. Because that's what happened to me last night. At an hour and a half, it was only halfway done. I was like, holy crap, I'm going to be up forever. So I was up till like 10:30 last night waiting for the laser to finish up. Huh. That's pretty funny, soldier. Actually, while I'm doing this, I should probably continue sanding my table, my live edge table. I got to build the other one. I'll do that Friday, not on live. I left all my tools at work today. I was so pissed when I got home and I looked in the car and I went, son of a bitch. I took my tool bag out. I keep my tool bag in my car because of the band props I'm building. It's constant things I need to adjust and fix and whatnot. So I don't have any of my bits. I don't have my drill or my impact or anything. I mean, I have a plug-in drill, but I don't really have any bits with me. Actually, no, I do. I have a brand new bit set. Oh, actually, I could work on it. I might actually do that. Might try to dial in my my miter saw and actually get a 45 out of it. That's pissing me off. I cannot get a 45 on that freaking miter saw. Save my life. Or any other angle other than a 90. And even then, it's iffy at times. Maybe if I get to that tonight, someone that's on here can help me out with that a little bit. All right. Dan's Homestead. He's got a live tonight too. I think that's who it is. Is that who I was watching last night? I'm pretty sure. He said he might pop on. Well, good. Maybe the dog can help me out. The dog's smarter than I am. Although I'm on my third beer at this point. I don't know if I want to mess with power tools tonight. Probably not a good idea. Fuck it. I'll wait till Friday. I'll leave it. But I can do some sanding in a little bit. Oh, yeah. Definitely avoid, well, the joiner. No, I don't have a joiner. I can avoid that easily because I don't have one. I can't wait to get one. I almost had one. $50. A 6-inch Craftsman. Sold it before I could get to it. I was like, dude, I can get it on Tuesday or Wednesday. That's when I get paid. I didn't have any spare cash. And he sold it. All right, so let's. We're an hour in. I don't know how long we're going to go tonight. Let's set up our spin to win. So I need to go to go to the studio so I can get all the names. Come on, there we go. Oh, this is something that surprises me. That it's more my students than anything else. They're all millennials and Gen Z. They don't know this. If you click the wheel, it opens up a new tab. How do they not know this? These kids are like born with a phone in their hand and a computer, and they don't know how to use it. Recent subscribers. Here we go. Let's go lifetime. I wish there was a. Can I just? No, I can't just copy and paste. I'm gonna have to type all this in. That's all right. All right. Oh yeah, world's deadliest Cat 5 super typhoon hits China. Let's see. Wheel of names. It's right there. I've searched for it before. Random name picker. Oh, hey, I've already got everybody on here. That's cool. So now I just need to add who's actually on here tonight. No, it's cool, Mike, because it's saved from the last time I was here. So I'm just going to verify that the subscribers are. Let's see here. I can slide this down. So Woodchucker, got it. LJ. I don't have LJ. You don't have to copy and paste. Whoops. Control C. Oh no, I can just. Oh, there we go. So LJ Woodworks. Let's see here. Dad's workshop. I have Dad on here. Yep, I have Dad. Johnny's Lathe Crafts. That must be a new one. Okay, so Johnny's Lathe. Resonating Art. Dan's. Okay, Dan's is on there. Premix and Pedals. That's not on here. Okay. Matthew Adventures. I've got Matthew. Shoop, I've got Lady General. Come on, scroll. Oh. What happened? What happened? Oh, don't tell me my computer just shit itself. No. Okay, what's going on here? Um, that was weird. I don't remember who I just said. So let's go back here. Let's middle mouse wheel click. There we go. Move that down. Back to the wheel of names. And go back to recent subscribers. Let's see here. So Lady General, Electric Whittle. I know I have electric on here. Let me just verify that actually. Yeah, electric. Oh, a Lady General I have on there, and she's not here tonight, so she does not get two. So all the rest should be on here. Yeah, Artsy Doodles. Let me make sure that's on here. Nope. Woodshed, Timless Creations. Woodshed, I'm pretty sure I have you on here. Yep. Timless Creations. Yep, Timless. Soldier, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I saw you, Soldier. Tyler. Tyler's the one that won. Never got back to me, so I'm going to delete Tyler. No, if she wins again, I'll just spin again. Flossie, Norm. Yeah, okay, so I got everybody. That's all the old ones. All right, cool. So now I just got to go with who's actually on the chat tonight. So let me roll it up here and see who was on tonight. Oh, shoot. It won't let me go back to see. All messages are visible. There we go. Hey, cool, cool, cool. No, it's missing. Oh, shoot. I should have wrote people down because it only let me go back so far. Ah! Somebody help me with that. I'll pop out the chat so I can go back to Wheel of Names. I'll show you just a minute, Kevin. Shoot. So, I don't want to miss anybody that was here. Well, if anybody knows somebody that was here and I'm missing, so I got two dudes. Got you on there. Resonating. June. Ray and Sandy. DLC. June resonating. Ray and Sandy. Two dudes. Soldier. LJ. Elegant. Flossie. Elegant June, Soldier Mike. Soldier Elegant Two Dudes. Kevin Ellis. Yeah, for whatever reason, it won't let me go any further back than when you said Sawdust Mafia, Keith. I have no idea. don't know what happened there or why it does that. Okay. Get rid of the pop out. It's back in there again. Okay. So I will, if anybody knows anybody that was on here tonight that's not any of these people, please let me know so I can add them. So they can get their second. Let me just take a look here. Slim, no, Shoop. Did I have you on here a second time, Shoop? Because I saw Shoop. Okay. Gets the second one because you're on here tonight. So there's one. Elegant, I got you on there twice. Which dads? I have two different Davids. I think that's by accident. MG Patty, Johnny Lade, Gothic Chris, Woodshed. Else, I got you twice. Woodshed. Did I have Woodshed on here second time? Oh, Dan's. Right? Okay. Oh, he's not on. He didn't come on tonight. Oh, June. June was on earlier. No, I got her there. Okay, cool. Kevin Ellis, got you. Let's see. 10 Lives, Remix, TC, Barrel Bird. And Mike is on here. Dan. I think I have everybody. I don't think I missed anybody. I'll give it just a couple minutes. Let Keith take a look real quick. And so what I'm spinning for tonight to celebrate my 100th sub, which actually happened today, which is pretty cool, is this set of black walnut and resin candle holders that I made the other night. I still have to give it a final sand with 600. I did 600 before I put finish on there, but I want to give it a little bit more. So I'll give it a light sand with 600, throw some more shellac on there. And, oh, thank you. Thank you very much, Soldier. Yeah, anyway, I'm going to put another coat of finish on there and then send those out to you, whoever wins tonight. So again, wait just a couple more minutes, see if Keith steps back in the house. Thank you. And that was a piece of scrap that anybody else would have thrown away. But like most people, I'm a wood hoarder. So I didn't throw it away. Actually, do I have another bit of that? I don't. Thought I did. But this is, you guys were talking about like stacking wood and stuff. This is my random stack right here of just, I got to go through all this crap and organize it. I was writing down the species on the sides for a while. Like I got some red oak there. I got some pecan or pecan, depending on where you're from. I got all kinds of different bits and bobs. And, oh, I still have some. I thought I got rid of it all. I have got right here. I planed this down several years ago. This is one of my prized possessions, actually. Still got some of this left. So this is some 30-year-old heart pine floorboard. Like, this is gorgeous stuff. I made a couple of cribbage boards out of some of this, and I made a box for somebody, a wine box as a wedding gift. But I should have bought more of this. Like, it is just gorgeous wood. I love working with that stuff. Some old growth. Gorgeous, gorgeous wood. But I just collect random pieces of wood and go, yeah, one day I'll use that for something. I got a piece of maple here. This is going to be weird. I'm going to flip my camera. So I don't know if that's how visible that is, but this piece of maple that it's only, I don't know, 8 inches wide or so. That somebody did one of the, the electrify fucking thing to. I have no idea what I'm going to do with it. Maybe turning it into a charcuterie board at some point. Maybe something else cooler. Maybe I'll turn that into some candles. That'd be kind of neat. Let's make sure I have you on there twice, LJ, because I know you're subscribed. LJ. Okay, TJ. No, I don't. Oh, no, yeah, I do. LJ Woodworks. I just didn't put the Woodworks on there. So I do have you on there twice. Because I did mention that anybody that came on the live tonight, I'd add you on there. If you're already subscribed, you got 2 entries. VLC. Yeah, I got VLC. It didn't show VLC on my list of subscribers. But because that was something else I posted too, was hey, if it shows up on, I wish there was a better way, honestly, to know who subs other than, because yeah, does VLC show up in this list? Lifetime. Yeah, VLC doesn't show up in the, oh, RJ. I've got him on there. Okay. Not all. Yeah, I know not all subscribers show up. I think there's a setting in your settings somewhere to allow that. But so I know, like, there's some people I know that are kind of like the regulars that haven't shown up. Like, for instance, Keith, right? It doesn't show up that Keith is a subscriber, but I know he is. But Two Dudes shows up. So maybe it's only people that have channels like, I don't know. But yeah, I got Bugs on there. Did she show up tonight? Because I know she's subscribed. Bug. Yeah, Bug's right there. I didn't see her pop in. Yeah, okay. But being in jolly old England, yeah, private. Okay, there we go. Yeah. So June, I think I got you on there twice. Yeah, I got you on there the second time, June. I think I'm good. I think that's everybody. So I'm going to go ahead and spin that, and then we'll take a look at the laser, see how that finished up. So I'll shuffle that a couple times, and hopefully whoever wins tonight actually answers the call, and I can send this off. Ooh, almost my LJ. LJ, are you here? Oh, resignating. Now, I'll leave it up to the chat. So she said earlier, if she wins, because she had to leave, bye guys, gotta run, if I win, respin for another awesome member. So I will follow her wishes. I will respin for another awesome member. I'll remove that from the list, shuffle a couple more times, why not, and do it again. Hopefully it's someone that's on. Premix and Pedals. All right, Premix and Pedals. Let's see if they actually respond. Yeah, because they're not on here tonight. Premix and Pedals. Let's see here. And that's a recent subscriber. So let's go ahead to their channel. And posts. That was it. So it doesn't let me do that. What's the best way to get a hold of somebody? Oh, view email address. I'm going to turn that away just in case. Outlook. I'll go with that. Oops. Copy that. Take that to my Gmail. All right. So I've got a winner. Cool. Cool. All right. Let's get back to the video. Not necessarily wrapping up. I just want to get that done before, because I don't know how much longer I'm going to be on here tonight. So I wanted to do that. I want to get that done. But I wanted to check out. Oh, person signed off the channel. Yeah, that makes sense, LJ. So I sent them an email. Let's see how these turned out. Huh, I've got a couple that are kind of funky. I don't know why. So I'm actually going to run that file a second. Maybe it's because this is lifting up. I don't know. Some of those are funky. I don't like that. So I'm going to lower my laser head down. And it's just the 1, 2, 3, 4, the 4 on the left side. So I'm going to lower the laser head down and just run those 4. Because the other ones look pretty good. Time to refill my medication. Great. Let's see here. So just the 4 on the left. And I'm going to go down. I'll go down 1 millimeter. Okay. And then run that file again. See what happens. And while that's doing, I'm going to just take a moment to get rid of some of this beer. Hopefully y'all can't hear that. I probably should have taken the mic off or turned it off, but I didn't. You're welcome. So let's run in that file. Let's see here. Night, soldier. Thanks for hanging out. Looking for magnets. Yeah, I don't know why those four didn't engrave quite as well as the other ones. It might be that my lens is dirty. By the time it got over to that side, it just kind of said, I don't know. We'll see here in a minute. I will check the lens in a minute. Now, I'm not running air assist, so that is quite possible. There's not a lot of material it's removing, so I doubt it. But that could be the case. Or the actual the end of the nozzle could be dirty, because that'll build up gunk. So I'm just doing a couple things on the computer real quick while that's going. Oh, Bearded Vikings got a live tonight? All right, that's cool. Thanks for stopping by, Kevin. Enjoy church. Say a prayer for Keith's wife. Do. All right, so that finished up. Let's take a look at it. Let's see how that turned out. Did that help? Not really. I mean, it sort of did. I think it just doesn't want to engrave properly, which is fine. Like, there's got to be bugs. It'll be fine. These are the supported ones. I'm not worried about those. I'm worried about the students. I want all those to come up with them. We're going to take forever. That's not too bad. You can read it. It's this one right here. This one ended up being, no, on the other side it was fine. It's just really light. What happened? That's cool. These are all usable. And hopefully they get sold and bring the band some more money, because we need free money. Oh shit. I have to put the mic back on. Here I am, chatting away. And I didn't have the mic back on me. All right, good night, June. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I'll be doing another one at 500 subs. For that one, I'll be doing a... I'm going to be doing a charcuterie board for that one. If I have a couple of those that I wanted to clear stock on. Is that what I was going to do? Yeah, I'll do it. Charcuterie board at 500. And then I've got a really nice cutting board I'm going to do at 1,000. Or maybe I'll make something custom. Maybe we'll make something together. I don't know. We'll see. But thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out. All right, so that's about as far as I'm going to get tonight. Because I've got to work on the ChatGPT stuff, which is really boring to watch. Having ChatGPT make a bunch of silhouettes. And not something I can really run in parallel with chatting online. But thank you all for hanging out. Bearded Viking has got a live now. Dan's Homestead, I believe, is doing a live here tonight. He might have already started. So go check out their channels. Give them a like. Give them a subscribe. Thank y'all for hanging out. I appreciate it. Like I said, at 500, we'll be doing another one of these. And I don't want to monetize giveaways. I think it's nothing against it. Everybody that does that, that's awesome. It's a good way to make a few extra bucks. But I will always include my subscribers for free. The ones that I know, my regulars, my subscribers, all those people. Because I know not everybody has, whatever, a couple bucks, $5, $10, whatever it is to just throw at something. So I will always at least give everybody a shot. If I ever choose to monetize something like that, they'll always be a chance, especially all y'all who have been here with me from early on. If I ever get to that point where I'm lucky enough to be able to do something fun like that, do a cool giveaway, and maybe make a couple dollars off of it, I really appreciate it. I appreciate you guys coming by, saying hi. Even if it's just to say hi. It doesn't have to be hanging out all night. But I do appreciate that as well. So thank you very much. I'll be back again this Saturday. My normally scheduled time. Because there's no band competition this weekend. There's no home game this weekend. I got a free weekend. Holy crap. And I'm going to finish up the tables. I'll probably be at the point where I'll be putting a finish on them. And I might need some help with that. Excuse me. And then we're going to make some more kind of holiday decor. That's my plan. I got a couple ideas of some things that can be made. So we'll mess around with that. So thanks everybody for hanging out tonight. I really appreciate it. Send some good thoughts Keith's way. Keith, I hope your wife, she gets on the road to recovery here real quick. Hope everything goes well. And for anybody else out there that's dealing with anything, I hope it all works out well for you too. And yeah, thanks for supporting me. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for supporting each other. And I'll catch you on the next one. Go make something.